So, it's been nearly a week since DC Studios released the first official tease for the Superman movie, which is an absolute joke because the trailer is over 2 minutes long. 2 minutes 20. Now, don't get me wrong, this trailer was good. Didn't really tell us a lot. Didn't really show us anything new, realistically. So, the Superman trailer has done very well, but it's been heavily inflated. Why? Because literally this Superman trailer has been in every single YouTube advert. It's been everywhere for the last week. Now, it is heavily being misleading because people are saying, yo, this is the most successful DC trailer ever. But it's not even close to that. So 45 million views on any YouTube videos in a week is very good. But if you head over to the official Warner Brothers page, right, it's not even close to their biggest trailer. Godzilla vs. Kong, 109. Joker, 102. The Suicide Squad, the David Ayer one, 97 million. Another Joker trailer, 86. Batman vs. Superman, 79. Pikachu trailer, 78. The Batman, 63. Man of Steel, 51. Shazam, 49. So on and so forth. You get my point. It's an aggregated number, because it's not like the 250 million views they're claiming comes from one video. Now, I always think it's a better metric to do it from the actual main upload, which for some reason, Warner Bros. Decided to upload it to the DC Studios YouTube channel first. So technically it is, and it's not even the most successful one on their channel. It's not even the most successful DC one, because Lego DC Comic Superheroes has more views at the moment. I mean, the Superman trailer will probably overtake it, but the reason they've put it on the DC official page is because, yeah, they can say it's the most successful DC trailer on there, but it's not actually the most successful trailer, not even close to it. It's not even got half the views. Well, it's got just under half the views of the Joker. Don't get me wrong, that was 5 years ago. So inflation, it's not even the same. So yeah, the trailer did very well. It's just trailers numbers don't always accumulate and accumulate to a movie doing well. Just because someone watched a free trailer doesn't mean they're going to go watch a movie. So, yo, what is freaking good, YouTube? Warstu here. If you are new around, subscribe to never miss any of the Marvel, DC, Kaiju, MonsteVerse, pop culture-based content that I try to deliver on a daily basis. Good to subscribe to the channel, turn notifications on, and let me know. Are you freaking excited for this movie? Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. The Superman shots in this trailer are very strong. There just isn't really a clean-cut image of what this movie is. Doesn't really look like a Superman movie to me. I know what you're going to say. I'm a hater. No. But you literally have Green Lantern. You have literally the Justice Society of America in this trailer. It's not really a standalone Superman movie. So, they've been having test screenings recently. And, you know, reporting the good stuff, you should equally report the bad stuff. Warner Brothers nervous about Superman after private screening. It's kind of a mess. Now, before you lot say this is a lie and it's blasphemy, let's backtrack a little bit here. So, this happened for Captain Marvel 2. Bad screen testing was reported, turned out to be true. This also happened for Captain America 4, and all of a sudden wasn't true. The big scooper said it, and then they've had 4 reshoots for it now, and everyone knows that Captain America 4 is screen testing badly. Now, I can't confirm if this is true or not, but subjectively, if you're going to report all the good stuff, you should equally report the bad stuff. So, there's an article going around, and it says this. I'm going to come out and say how Jeff Snyder, who's become a good friend, has rarely let me down with his reporting. Jeff Snyder's very hit and miss. But like I say, if you're going to report the good, you should also report the not so good. He's a well-connected guy in the industry. He work for a trade. And as his reports, he sees what he says, which can't always be said about many of today's journalists. The problem is anyone with a social media following is instantly a journalist. Now, I'm not saying Jeff Snyder's right. Don't get me wrong. He gets a lot of stuff wrong. But he could be right in this instance. And he also did report some other stuff recently this year. So when I first read this, it automatically signaled to me that something was odd was happening behind the scenes of Superman. It wasn't the additional shooting mentioned. Forget about that. But rather the fact that THR claimed, having spoken to multiple folks who've seen the film, but refused to divulge anything about its quality. Why is that? Why not just briefly say the word, was it good? I mean, this is actually weird because usually when you have test screening, we only have people working on the movie coming out saying it's good. Generally what happens when, like, you know, Godzilla X Kong, so many test screenings I've got of info, No one is really talking about this. Snyder seems to have given us the answer. So, he's hearing from a rock-solid source that Superman, or at least the cut shown recently on the Warner Bros. Lot, is kind of a mess. That's the truth. From someone in the know, and right now, Warner's is starting to get nervous about the film. See, the thing here is people will come out in the comment section and say, it's got nothing to do with Warner Bros. Yeah, they're just funding it. James Gunn and Peter Safran they're fully in control. They are, but the studio that's actually going to be releasing it and publishing it is still Warner Brothers. I strongly suspect that the THR heard the same concern that Snyder did, but they kept them locked in the Fortress of Solitude. Not just that, Snyder claims he's heard a lot more about Superman, James Gunn, and DC, and he's keeping it all for himself for now. Of course, this does not mean Superman will turn out to be bad. I'm not saying that. It's still several months away from release. Let's not forget, Guardians of the Galaxy had some pretty bad early buzz and was believed to be total dud many months before it hit theaters and became a huge success. Now, what I find interesting is all James Gunn's Guardians of the Galaxy movies, they're not exactly amazing. They're good. They're pretty good. But his script writing's not amazing. So I guarantee there will be some criticism. And don't forget, 2 weeks before the movie came out, it literally leaked. We also forget, Superman Returns and Man of Steel had great early buzz, and we all know how those two movies turned out. There is still hope for Gunn's Superman, but reporting on a failed screening at the Warner Bros. Lot is something a journalist should do. Yeah, like I say, if you're going to report the good, you should report the bad. Otherwise, it just looks like you're saying good things about studios to keep your early access so you can watch movies early. You've got to report fairly. If you're hearing bad things, say it. If you're hearing good things, say it. But the problem with social media is if you say anything negative, if there's a poor test screening, it's a bit like this whole budget is supposed to be $300 million for this movie. Well, the budget for Captain America 4 is also supposed to be up there, and information coming out about that, about the test screening poorly, was true, although a lot of people said it wasn't true. So am I likely to believe this? Yes, I am likely to believe there is some precedence and some validity to bad screen testing. But of course, if you go to screen testing, you're usually under a non-disclosure agreement. But what is weird about this is, if it's screen testing so well, why isn't anyone coming out and saying that? They're not even talking about anything like the reason why it's good. They're just saying, yeah, it's great, it's good. Like, there's no actual details, which is weird because we here on the channel have been covering a lot of stuff to do with Marvel DC for at least 5 years. And there is literally no one realistically talking about the quality of the movie, which again, I find it very weird. So I do believe there is some validity behind this. This is not me hating on the movie. But it is also interesting that it is looking, John Campea is talking, I'm hearing some things behind the scenes. It's not my place to say, but there is a lot of information out there saying that they are trying to get Robin Pattinson, the Batman, after the Batman 2, to basically join the DCU. Although James Gunn keeps debunking stuff, James Gunn debunked a lot of stuff, also said the trailer wasn't ready. He also said UltraMan wasn't in the movie. Said a lot of stuff, debunked the baby Kaiju, and a lot of stuff in the first trailer. We went over it over a month ago. A lot of them scenes in the trailer were literally in a plot leak for a trailer that came out a month ago, and James Gunn debunked that report as well, saying the trailer's not even finished. The fact there's a baby Kaiju in it, the fact that Ultraman's in it, there's a lot of stuff in that trailer that tells us that, yes, the leak for the trailer over a month ago was true, but it is interesting how Warner Bros. And DC are spinning stuff to do with this movie. Like I say, the Batman trailer has 63 million views. The Joker trailer, 102. The Suicide Squad, 96. These are off one trailer alone on the main Warner Bros. Page. So it isn't the most successful DC trailer ever, not even close. But they want you to believe that. So like always, guys, let us know. Is bad screen testing good? It is good. As if there is major issues, these major issues can be addressed, but for some reason, they're being hidden. And I'm likely to believe that information is true, that they're not test screening as well as one would believe. Not only that, James Gunn has recently came out and said the ending of the Superman movie actually changed. Make that what you want. Doesn't do reshoots, doesn't do rewrites, but the ending of the movie changed. So like always, guys, Check us out on Instagram at Warstu. Check us out on Twitter, WarstuG. And I will catch you in another video, guys, very soon. Catch ya later.